Okay, so we all hear about AI constantly, right? It's everywhere. But there's this new conversation that every single business needs to be having, and it's about something called AI literacy. And here's the kicker. It's not just a buzzword anymore. It's actually becoming a mandate.
So that leads to a pretty direct question you should be asking yourself. Is your workplace AI literate? Think about it. The answer to that question, it has some massive implications. Because being ready for what's coming isn't just about buying the latest AI tools. It's about having a team, your people, who actually get it. And as we're about to see, this isn't really a choice anymore.
So why all the urgency all of a sudden? Well, it's because there's been a huge shift in the legal world. The EU AI Act, it's officially law now, and its rules are starting to come into effect. And listen, this is not some boring policy paper you can ignore. Nope, this is a legally binding framework that's creating a whole new reality for any company out there that either builds or even just uses AI.
Okay, so what exactly is in this new rulebook that makes AI literacy such a big deal? Let's get right to it and break down the most important part.
All right, here it is, Article 4 of the Act. And, as you'd expect, it's full of that dense legal language. It says providers and deployers of AI systems have to ensure a sufficient level of AI literacy for their staff. I mean, what does sufficient even mean, right? It's pretty vague. So let's just translate that into plain English.
Here's the simple takeaway. The bottom line is this. AI training is not just a good idea or a nice to have anymore. If your business operates in the EU or even just serves customers there, it is now a mandatory legal requirement. Period.
Okay, so if training is mandatory, the next logical question is, what is AI literacy, according to the law? What are we actually supposed to be training our people on?
Well, luckily, the Act itself gives us a definition. It's all about having the skills and the knowledge to make an informed deployment of AI. And I want you to notice the balance here. It's really important. It's not just about knowing the risks and the potential harm. It's also about being aware of the incredible opportunities.
Yeah, this really frames it as two sides of the same coin. You've got the legal requirement on one side, that's kind of the stick, right? The part about understanding risks and just complying with the law. But then on the other side, you've got the carrot, the huge business opportunity. This is the exciting part. This is about using AI to actually get a return on your investment, knowing what it can and can't do, and genuinely transforming the way your business operates.
So that brings us to the big question, the how. How do you actually build this kind of literacy across a whole organization? Well, there's a really clear practical framework we can look at, and it's broken down into 4 distinct layers.
So, here are the 4 layers just at a high level. Think of it like a pyramid, a progressive model. You start really broad with the basics of governance for absolutely everyone. Then you move into empowerment, getting people skilled up. And finally, you start to narrow the focus with training that's specific to certain roles and even certain AI systems. Let's dig into how these layers build on each other.
First up, Layer 1. This is your foundation. We're talking mandatory training for the entire company on the basic rules of the road for using AI responsibly, simple do's and don'ts. Then, once you've got that baseline set, you move to Layer 2, which is all about empowerment. This is the fun part. This is where you get people excited, get them hands-on with the tools, and start to turn what feels like a legal chore into genuine curiosity.
Now, the next 2 layers are where we get much more specific. Layer 3 is all about tailored, practical training for key roles. Think about your data scientists, your legal team, the folks in procurement who are buying these tools. They all need specialized knowledge. And then Layer 4. This is the most targeted of all. This is mandatory, totally custom-made training for anyone who's actually operating a high-risk AI system. And that is absolutely crucial for complying with other parts of the AI Act, like the rules around human oversight.
Okay, so having a framework is a great start, but let's be real. Execution is everything. A plan is useless if nobody follows it, right? So how do you actually make a program like this engaging and, successful? Let's walk through 8 really practical tips.
All right, tip number 1, always focus on the so what for your employees. What's in it for them? Start with the end goal, what you want them to be able to do, and then reverse engineer the program from there. Tip 2, diversify your content. I mean, we're all competing for attention these days, right? So you can't just do a boring online module. You need a mix, some live keynotes, some online stuff they can do at their own pace, and definitely some hands-on in-person workshops to keep everyone engaged.
Tip 3, leverage experts. Bring in thought leaders, people who really know their stuff, from both inside and outside your company. It brings in fresh perspectives and adds a ton of credibility.
And number 4, this one's fun. Gamify the learning. It sounds a bit silly, but simple things like points, badges, leaderboards, they can be surprisingly effective at getting people motivated and actively participating.
Okay, number 5 is absolutely crucial. Make it hands-on. The learning is just not going to stick if people don't actually use the technology. So get them into hackathons or maybe AI red teaming exercises where their job is to actively try and break the AI models. And tip 6, tailor the learning. One size does not fit all. Offer advanced pathways so that what your marketing team is learning is super relevant to them and totally different from what your finance team needs to know.
And finally, we need to think beyond just the training session itself. So tip number 7 is to build a community. Create a space, maybe a Slack channel or a regular meetup, where people can keep sharing ideas and collaborating long after the official course is over. And tip number 8 is what makes it all worthwhile for them. Provide real opportunities. When you actually connect these new skills to things like promotions and career growth, you're sending a powerful message that this isn't just another training exercise. It's a real pathway to success within the company.
So when you put all of these pieces together, you've got the law, the 4-layer framework, and these practical tips. It really all boils down to a pretty simple but powerful mission. I call it the 3 E's.
First, you educate. Your job is to cut through all the hype and noise and make these complex AI topics simple and understandable. Second, you engage. You've got to create a real buzz and excitement with training that's interactive and diverse. And finally, and this is the most important one, you empower. You give your team the tools and, just as importantly, the confidence they need to actually shape their own future with AI.
And this quote right here, it just captures that fundamental shift in mindset perfectly. The whole goal is to move beyond a simple check-the-box training program. You know, the kind of thing people are forced to complete and they just click through it as fast as possible.
And instead, move toward a genuine empowerment program that people actually want to be a part of. So you see, the question is no longer if you need to do this. That's been decided. The question now is how. So, how will you empower your team for the AI future?